Hello, friends. If you're here joining us, I am just getting my tech set up. Oh, sometimes this is a challenging thing. Let's find out. So for those of you joining on LinkedIn, I will not be close to the computer and I won't be looking at feedback or comments because of the nature of leading this kind of a practice from this far away. But if you are joining us from LinkedIn, welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm Marla Pelletier. I began Inward Office in 2006, 2007. And at that time, began to work with employers here in Rochester, New York, doing in-person employee well-being programs. And since then, we've grown to the size of about 15 instructors who teach both online and in person. I think I've got to close one more door before we get started. So we're going to start right at 12 noon. Welcome, welcome, friends who are joining us. So pleased to have you. All right, it's coming right up on noon. So as we get started here, I'm going to encourage you to check your environment to ready yourself for this 20-minute break. For myself, I've put my phone in a different room. And you might find that having your phone not in eyes view is actually best because we actually are distracted, even if we can see our phone. There were studies done on this. You can quote me on that one. So put your phone on silent, put it away in a different room, close doors, adjust the airflow, change the lighting, whatever you need so that you can come into this moment with me. All right, so ideally we've got a chair here without wheels. If you only have an office chair with wheels, well, we'll use what we have. Then I suggest you use a wall to stabilize your chair so that the chair doesn't move side to side because we will use it for a couple of standing poses. Now, this is a very short class, just 20 minutes long. And with that, we want to be certain that we use this time well. I'm going to get my timer up here. All right. So bringing the feet to the ground, hands into the lap. Let's take a moment here to notice how we're sitting. If you're close to your desk, I'm going to suggest you push yourself physically away from your computer. If you're facing the same direction that you always face for your workday, I'm going to suggest that you orient in a little bit of a different way to tell your brain, I'm doing something different. So for me, I often turn myself towards a window so that I can look outdoors. Make sure to have the screen nearby. So if you need to refer to what I'm doing for support, it's there. But perhaps resting the eyes and listening through the ears is what you need. If you wear glasses like myself, perhaps remove the glasses. If you've got shoes that really bind your feet, perhaps you're wearing heels or wearing sneakers, feel free to remove them. Welcome, welcome. We just got started To those of you on Zoom, we just got started with orienting ourselves away from the computer and adapting our environment to suggest that we're taking a break. Okay, and this is being streamed on LinkedIn, and we're holding it on Zoom. All right, and I'm Marla. I'm the sub this week. Eileen is on vacation. All right, so placing the feet flat on the floor. Think about them as directly under the knees. So we have a 90-degree angle. And then the bottom is under the shoulders. You may need to adjust, like sitting back a little, sitting forward a little, to really find where the shoulders are over the hips. Placing the hands in the lap and let the eyes soften or even close. If the eyes close, then allow yourself to even relax through the corners of the eyes. Let the cheeks droop. Let the jaw slacken. Let the tongue rest on the floor of the mouth. If closing the eyes doesn't feel available today, have a soft focus on a neutral point in front of you. Beginning to shift our attention inside, notice what is there. What are you aware of? With the eyes soft or closed? Are you aware of sounds, sensations? Are you becoming aware of smells? Or even the sense of touch between the body and its support? Begin to take a few deeper breaths here. Without trying, without pushing or pulling, see if you can let the belly loosen. And breathing in, let the belly expand. And breathing out, contract or pull in the belly. For myself, I'm really going to move the muscles of the belly. So as I inhale, the belly presses away. As I exhale, I'm physically pulling the belly in. And if you're someone like me who has, well, for me, I've had a lot of children, which has led to some issues with my core, a very weak core. I just had my 5th child not very long ago. Feels not very long. And so for me, just inhaling and exhaling and bringing those muscles in activates the core. And then imagining as you exhale next that you're really knitting the core muscles together and getting stronger here. See if you can sit up just a little straighter. So lifting up through the crown of the head. And then as you inhale, turn the palms open forward and lift all the way up. So inhaling, arms up. Exhaling, twist the wrists, arms down. We're going to do pretty gentle movement, but all of this inhaling, arms up, all of this is with the goal of diversifying the movement that we do or don't do sitting at our computer each day. Timing the breath. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms down. Knitting the abs. All right, and then we're going to scooch a little forward on the seat. I'm going to show you from the side. What we're going to do next is inhale the arms up Interlace the fingers, flip the wrists, exhale, round the back, pressing the arms forward, spreading between the shoulder blades and the upper back and tucking the chin. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms down. So now we're moving into spinal movement. Inhale, arms up, interlace fingers, round the back with an exhalation. Inhale up, exhale down. If you feel any shoulder pain, because we all have different ranges of motion, you can look at this variation here. I'm going to bend the elbows. I'm going to interlace the fingers at a place that feels comfortable. Flip the wrists, round. Go at the pace of your own breath. And then next time you're up, next time the arms are up, let's meet up here. Let's take some deep breaths. Now, without pushing it, we're going to rotate to the right. So rotating right, and then bring the left hand to the right knee and the right hand to the back of the chair for support. Lift the chest. Many of us collapse our chest in this. We're going to lift the chest, even sticking it out a little bit, and turn to look over the right shoulder. Now, I don't recommend a twist if you're pregnant or if you've just eaten. You know, this is lunchtime. So if you just ate, what you would do with just eating is the rotation would happen mostly in the upper back. You'd want to really not rotate at the belly. And then inhaling, arms up. Let's interlace the fingers, stretch up, up, up. Feel the sides of the body. Rotate to the left. Right hand to left knee, left hand behind you. Sitting up straight, puffing up that chest, and turn to look over the shoulder. Deep breaths. Now I noticed my back shoulder was hiking up. Notice if you're accumulating tension in any area of the body doing this. And then inhale, arms back up. Let's do it one more time. Exhale, turning to the right, twisting. 2 breaths. Inhale up, and the opposite. Exhale down, twist. And then come back to the center. Notice any more freedom in the spine, just by that simple twist. And actually what I'm going to encourage you to do here is let's do a little bit of what I'm doing. The arms are at 90 degrees by the sides and just twist. And then bring the arms up to shoulder level and twist. Bring the arms up, turning the head and twist. Sometimes if we're new to these practices, doing motion is more useful and fruitful than moving and holding. So try it out as an experiment and make your own decision. Okay, the next thing we're going to do here is we're going to engage the legs. We're going to lift the right leg up. Now notice when you lift that right foot up, what happens in the rest of the body? The core, the hips, the hip flexor wants to support that leg. And this may be hard or easy for you. My right side is harder to lift than my left. So let's just try this. Walking motion, lifting the legs, one at a time. And then lean back in the chair slightly. Bring the right leg up, grab behind the thigh. Sit up nice and straight, extend the leg. I've got my little slippers on here. Try to sit up nice and straight as you keep extending and even drawing the leg closer to you. This might feel very intense for you, so perhaps you want to keep a little bend in the knee. For myself, I'm kind of used to this kind of a motion, so I'm going to keep it straight. I'll show you a little bit from the side. Lifting the knee, keeping a straight spine and engaged core, and extending. Right? Notice those core muscles needing to wake up. And if this feels easy for you, extending the arms. This is a chair version of Navasana, the boat pose. And then bend the knee, Bring it back down. Notice the difference, left to right. Other side, leaning back slightly, bring the left knee up. Hold. Notice the changes your body makes to support and extend the leg. Leaning back a little more, you may choose to do Navasana, the boat pose. Do what's right for you. And then exhaling, bring it back down. Place the legs down. Notice if you feel balanced from left to right. All right, we're going to do a little bit movement for the shoulders. Let's bring the shoulders all the way up to the ears. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Squeeze. Give yourself a double chin, pulling. Oh, my voice changed. Pulling the chin all the way back. And then drop. Notice if you were holding any tension there. Squeeze, 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 double chin, tense the arms. Make fists with the hands and drop. One more time. Squeeze, 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 tense, tense, tense. Face tensing up. Imagining you're pulling all the muscles of the face to one point in the center of the face. It looks really silly, yes. And drop. And notice if you were holding tension in any place that you were unaware of before that. Well, I definitely notice it in my face. Then let's take our arms out wide. Try to draw the arms back, squeezing between the shoulder blades. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Lift the chest, squeeze between the shoulder blades, slightly tilt the head backward, opening up the chest. If you need support here, you can take the hands on the sides of the chair, squeeze the shoulders together, lift the chest, and tilt the head back. Deep breaths. And then gently release. Let's do that one more time. If you haven't brought the hands down, let's do it this way, bringing the hands down, and you can grab at the back of the chair. I'll show you what I'm doing. I'm grabbing the back of the chair here, or I could grab the seat. I'm squeezing the shoulder blades together. Because for myself, I have a tight pectoralis, tight chest, and it's a little harder for me to bring my arms together. If you're more flexible, you could interlace the fingers together behind the back, roll the shoulders back, lift the chest, tilt the head. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Breathe into the chest. Lengthen the breath. And release. Shake it out. All right, we're going to make use of sitting sideways on the chair, and we're going to stretch our hips. So sitting all day in a chair is going to tighten the hips. One way that we can undo some of this intensity that we place on the hips or lack of movement is we're going to sit sideways on the chair. Again, if you have a chair on wheels, stabilize it against a wall. And we're going to slide the right leg back. I'm just going to adjust my camera slightly here. Okay. So sitting on the side of the chair, extend the right leg back behind you. So our leg is here supporting our body, and our back leg is as straight as we can go. And if you take a peek at that back right foot, for me, it's the right side. Really doesn't matter which side you start on. The back right foot is pointing forward in the direction of the left foot. And then use the chair for support to try to sit up straight. Notice the stretch in that back leg. Deep breaths. If you've got a stronger practice, if you're familiar with this, feel free to do this without the chair. Looks exactly the same. Maybe you have your hands on either side of the foot. Maybe your hands are stabilized on the thigh. And for myself, I can feel all the way through my right psoas, my right hip, my right quad, all the way down. All right, and then placing the hands on the chair, see if you can come right up to standing as an extra bonus here. And then come back down. We'll do the other side. We'll have to orient ourselves in the other direction. So for myself, my right knee is bent at a 90-degree angle. Ankle is below the knee, and I'm going to extend the left leg back. Sitting up straight. Extending, so this foot is pointing forward. If you want an extra bit of stretch, if the left leg is extending back, bring the left arm up, stretching through the fingertips, not tensing the shoulder. And then for an extra little bit, pressing through the legs so you're actually standing up. No chair involved. Are you noticing any new sensations here? And then we'll come back down, bring the legs together, move the legs forward, and we're going to do one breathing exercise now to end our class. So the breathing exercise is alternate nostril. This helps balance the left and the right sides of the brain, the giving and receiving nature, the feminine, the masculine, the aggressive and passive. What we're going to do is we'll keep it simple. Usually we use a specific mudra. But what I'll do is have you close your right nostril, breathe in through your left. Close your left nostril, breathe out through your right. Breathe in through your right. Breathe out through your left. In left. Out right. In right. Out left. In left. Out right. Try to keep it up. A few more rounds. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale right. Exhale left. Keep going. Full breath. And the next time that you exhale left, let the breathing practice go. Notice any changes to the body or to the mind. If you have another minute or two, I suggest you sit with the eyes closed, relaxing into the moment, being present with sensations, feelings, emotions, thoughts. I thank you for practicing with me today. As a reminder, on Thursday, we have the last part of our empathetic communication series that's running on LinkedIn and through Inward Office, through our Zoom account. So we would love for you to join. If you sign up on our website, then you get the recording. So it's inwardoffice.com/free class. So thank you for practicing with me today. I so appreciate you taking out the time to do this. Have a great day. Bye-bye.